We told our tales of love and fixed the wedding day. But as we were a-walking and a-talking all these different things around, I pulled a large stick from the hedge and I knocked this fair maid down. Down on her bended knee she fell and loud for mercy cried, "Oh, have pity on an innocent girl, I am not fit to die." But I grabbed her by the curly locks and I dragged her on the ground, and I dragged her to the river brink what flowed through Eakfield town. It run both long and narrow, it run both deep and wide, and there I drowned that pretty fair maid what should have been my bride. So I went back to my parents' house about 10 o'clock that night, and me mother she jumped out of bed all for to light the light. Then she asked me and she questioned me, "What stains your hands and clothes?" And the answer I give back to her, "I've been bleeding at my nose." But no rest all that long night, no rest could I find, for the fire and the brimstone around me head did shine. And it was about 2 days afterwards this pretty fair maid was found, all floating by the river bank what flowed through Eakfield town. Now the judges and the jurymen on me they did agree, for a murdering of this pretty fair maid a hanged I will be. Oh, hang it, oh, hang it, oh, hang it I will be, for a murdering of this pretty fair maid a hanged I will be. Prentice boy. In Solvay shepherd's daughter, dear, keeping sheep all on the plain, who should ride by but night William, and he got drunk by wine with me ride, fa-la-la, diddle-all day. Well, he has mounted off his horse and quickly laid her down, and when he'd had his will of her, he rose her up again with me ride, fa-la-la, diddle-all day. Since you have had your will of me, pray tell to me your name, so when our dear little baby's born, I might call him the same with me rhyme, fa-la-la, diddle-all day. Sometimes they call me Jack, he said, sometimes they call me John, but when I am at the King's High Court, they call me Knight William with me rhyme, fa-la-la, diddle-all day. She's put his foot all in the stirrup and away he then did ride. She's tied a handkerchief around her waist and followed at the horse's side with me rhyme, fa-la-la, diddle-all day. She's a run till she come to the river rink, she's fell on her belly and swam, and when she came to the other side, she took her to her heels and she ran with me rhyme, fa-la-la, diddle-all day. She's a run till she come to the King's High Court, she's knocked and she's ringed. There's none so ready as the King himself to let this fair maid in with me rhyme, fa-la-la, diddle-all day. Good morn to you, fair maid, he said, good morn, kind sir, said she. Have you a knight all in your court this day? Have robbed me with me rhyme, fa-la-la, diddle-all day. Well, have he robbed you of your gold or any of your store? Or have he robbed you of your gold ring you wear on your little finger with me rhyme, fa-la-la, diddle-all day? Well, he ain't robbed me of me gold nor any of me store, But he's robbed me of me maidenhead, which grieves my heart full sore with me right. Fa-la-la-diddle-al-day. Well, if he be a married man, then hanged he shall be. But if he be a single man, then his body I will give to thee with me right. Fa-la-la-diddle-al-day. The king has called all his men by one, by two, by three. Knight William used to be the foremost man, but now all behind comes he with me right. Fa-la-la-diddle-al-day. Oh, cursed be the very hour that I got drunk by wine, for to have a shepherd's daughter dear, to be a true lover of mine with me right. Fa-la-la-diddle-al-day. Well, if you think me a shepherd's daughter, leave to me alone. If you make me lady of 1,000 men, I'll make you lord of 10 with me right. Fa-la-la-diddle-al-day. So then these two to church they went, and in small things was done. She appeared like some duke's daughter, and him like a squire's son with me right. Fa-la-la-diddle-al-day. Twas on one summer's evening, all in the month of May, down by a flowery garden where Betsy she did stray, I overheard this fair maid in sorrow to complain, all for her absent lover who ploughed the raging main. I stepped up to this fair maid and put her in surprise. I own she did not know me, I'd been all in disguise. Said I, me charming creature, me joy and heart's delight, how far have you to travel this dark and rainy night? Away, kind sir, to the cloddy bank, if you will please to show pity a poor girl distracted, it's there I have to go. I'm a-looking for a young man, and Johnny is his name, and I'm told it's there on cloddy banks today he do remain. If me Johnny was here this night, he'd keep me from all harm, but he's cruising the wide ocean in tempest and in storm. He's a-cruising the wide ocean for honour and for gain, but I'm told his ship got wrecked all on the coast of Spain. And now when she heard this dreadful news, she fell into despair, all wringing of her hands and the tearing of her hair. Since me Johnny's gone and left me, no man on earth I'll take, but it's all me life on cloddy banks I'll wander for his sake. Now Johnny Ringer say so he could no longer stand. He fell into her arms crying, Betsy, I'm the man. I am that faithful young man, and whom you thought was slain. And since we've met on cloddy banks, we'll never part again. It's of a brisk young ploughing boy was ploughing on the plain, and his horses stood down in yonder shade. It was down in yonder grove he went whistling to his plough,
and by chance there he met a pretty maid, and by chance there he met a pretty maid. Yo, this young lad did sing as they walked along. Pretty maid, oh, you are a fine degree. If I should fall in love, then might your parents disapprove. And the next thing they would send me to the sea, And the next thing they would send me to the sea. So when his aged parents they came for to know that her love he was ploughing on the plain, they sent for the press gang and pressed her love away. And they pressed him to the wars to be slain. And they pressed him to the wars to be slain. So she dressed herself up all in her best, and her pockets had been well lined with gold. You should see her trudge the streets with a tear all in her eye. She was searching for her jolly sailor bold, sailor bold. She was searching for her jolly sailor bold. Yo, the first that she met was a jolly sailor bold. Have you seen my pretty ploughing boy, she cried. Oh, he's just across the sea and is sailing for the fleet. He said, my pretty maid, will you ride, you ride? He said, my pretty maid, will you ride? So she sailed till she came to the ship her love was in, and unto the captain did complain. She said, I've come in search of my pretty ploughing boy, who was pressed into the wars to be slain, to be slain, who was pressed into the wars to be slain. So 400 bright guineas she then did lay down, and so freely she told them all o'er, until she got her pretty ploughboy all in her arms. And she hugged him till she got him safe on shore, safe on shore. And she hugged him till she got him safe on shore. And she set the bells to ring, and so merry she did sing, just because she saved the lad that she adore, just because she saved the land that she adore. Pretty ploughboy.
Oh, hark, the drums are beating, and I must haste away. The bugle sweetly sound, and I can no longer stay. We are called up to Portsmouth, and it's many a weary mile,
for
to fight the blacks and heathens on the banks of the Nile. Oh, Willie, dearest Willie, don't leave me here to mourn. Don't make me curse and rue the day that ever I was born. For parting from you, Willie, is like parting from me life. Oh, stay at home, dear William, and I will be thee wife. Oh, I'll cut off me yellow hair and go along with you. I'll dress myself in velveteen and go and see Egypt too. I'll fight and hold the banner, love, and fortune it may smile, and we'll gather love and honour on the banks of the Nile. Your waist it is too slender, your features are too fine. Your body is too weak, me love, to stand the long campaign. The sultry suns of Egypt your precious health may spoil, and the sandy desert places on the banks of the Nile. Oh, cursed, cursed be the day that here the wars began, for they've taken out of England full many a fine young man. Our lads have gone to perish on that unwholesome soil, and they never will return from the banks of the Nile. And am I born to die, to lay this body down, and must my trembling spirit fly into a world unknown, and must my trembling spirit fly into a world unknown, a land of deepest shade, unpierced by human thought, the dreary regions of the dead where all things are forgot. The dreary regions of the dead where all things are forgot. Soon as from earth I go, what will become of me? Eternal happiness or woe must then my portion be. Eternal happiness or woe must then my portion be. Waked by the trumpet sound, I from my grave shall rise, to see the Judge with glory crowned, and see the flaming skies. To see the Judge with glory crowned, and see the flaming skies.
As I walked out one fine summer's morn, to view the fields the birds were singing, I met two maidens on their way, and one of them her hands was wringing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh, me husband's got no courage in him. Oh dear, oh, it's 7 long years that we've been wed, and for 6 of them I've lain beside him. But this morning I awoke with me maiden head, 'cause me husband's got no courage in him. Oh dear, oh, oh dear, oh, me husband's got no courage in him. Oh dear, oh, all sorts of meats I did provide, and all sorts of food that was fitting for him, both oyster pies and rhubarb juice, but nothing would put courage in him. Oh dear, oh, oh dear, oh, me husband's got no courage in him. Oh dear, oh, I wish to God that he were dead, then in his grave I'd quickly lay him, and with another I'd soon wed, who had a bit of courage in him. Oh dear, oh, oh dear, oh, me husband's got no courage in him. Oh dear, oh, so all pretty maids take heed by me, don't marry a man before you try him, or else you'll sing this song like me, when you find he's got no courage in him. Oh dear, oh, oh dear, oh, me husband's got no courage in him. Oh dear, oh.
And now we are ready to head for the horn. Way, hey, roll and go. Our boots and our clothes, boys, are all in the pot. In me rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave a pole or heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all taut. In me rollicking randy dandy, oh. It's here we police, you parish rig bums. Way, hey, roll and go. Take your hands from your pockets and don't suck your thumbs. Hear me rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave a pole or heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all taut. Hear me rollicking randy dandy, oh. I'll tell me old woman when I get back home. Way, hey, roll and go. Them whores there on Lime Street won't leave me alone. Let me rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave a pole or heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all taut. To me rollicking randy dandy, oh. Them girls there on Lime Street we set out to meet. Way, hey, roll and go. And soon we'll be rolling both sides of the street. To me rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave a pole or heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all taut. To me rollicking randy dandy, oh. I thought I heard the old man say, way, hey, roll and go. Just one more pull, lads, and then we'll be late. To me rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave a pole or heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all taut. To me rollicking randy dandy, oh.
Oh, and there's some that's bound for New York town, and some that's bound for France.
Heave away, me Johnny. Heave away.
And the song that's bound for the Bengal Bay, to teach them whales to dance.
Heave away, me jolly boys. We're all bound to go.
So the pilot he is a-waiting for the turning of the tide.
Heave away, me Johnny. Heave in the westerly wind. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound to go.
So it's fair, you well, all you Kingston girls, and likewise St. Andrew's Dock.
Heave away, me Johnny, heave away,
and if ever we come back again, and we'll make your cradles rock.
heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound to go.
So it's coming, you hard weather sailing man, there's rounds in the Cape of Storms.
Heave away, me Johnny, heave away,
and be sure you've boots and oilskins on, or you'll wish that you'd never been born.
heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound to go. All on the bowling, Kitty is me darling. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, Kitty comes from Liverpool. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, so early in the morning. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, up the helpman is a growling. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, before she starts a rowling. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, and we don't know where we're going. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, and we don't know where we're sailing from. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, and the sooner we get going. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, well, the sooner we comes home again. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, it's a weary way to Liverpool. All on the bowling, all on the bowling, it's a far cry to payday. All on the bowling, all.
In Liverpool I was born,
Bring 'em down,
London is me home from home.
bring 'em down,
And my other right girls, they look so fine.
bring 'em down,
And every day behind the time.
bring 'em down,
It's around Cape Horn we go.
bring 'em down,
All through the ice and snow.
bring 'em down,
The coast of Valleypo.
bring 'em down,
Northward to Callio.
bring 'em down,
And Callio girls I do adore.
bring 'em down,
I take it all and ask for more.
bring 'em down,
And the Valleypo girls put on a show.
bring 'em down,
I waggle their ass with a roll and go.
bring 'em down,
It's back to Liverpool.
bring 'em down,
I spent me pay like a bloody fool.
bring 'em down,
And the Liverpool girls I do admire.
bring 'em down,
I set your rigging all afire.
bring 'em down,
I'm Liverpool born and bred.
bring 'em down,
Long in the arm and thick in the head.
bring 'em down,
Come on, rock and roll me overboard.
bring 'em down,
And get this damn job over, boy.
bring 'em down. Little Sonny Racket,
Haul 'em away.
Just a load of packet,
Haul 'em away.
but you never did regret it.
Haul 'em away.
But to me, holy hi-ho,
Haul 'em away.
little Kitty Skinner,
Haul 'em away.
says she's a beginner,
Haul 'em
but she
away.
prefers it to a dinner.
Haul 'em
So
away.
it's up, boys and in.
Haul 'em
But to
away.
me, holy hi-ho,
Haul 'em away.
little Kitty Carson,
Haul 'em
went up with a parson,
Haul 'em away.
and now she's got a little parson.
Haul 'em away.
But to me, holy hi-ho,
Haul 'em away.
a little anti-radio,
Haul 'em away.
a brand new fiddle,
Haul 'em away.
she's got a hole right up the middle.
Haul 'em away.
But to me, holy hi-ho,
Haul 'em
a
away.
little anti-talking,
Haul 'em away.
she's in a pocket,
Haul 'em away.
she's a whore but doesn't look it.
Haul 'em away.
But to me, holy hi-ho,
Haul 'em away.
I'll be fighting cocks now,
Haul 'em away.
split your blocks now,
Haul 'em away.
gonna run around the rocks, boy,
Haul 'em away.
and that will be enough, boy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
As I was a-walking all along Radcliffe Highway, the recruiting party come a-beating their drum. I was listed and attested, and before I did know, it's to the King's Duty I was forced to go. Well, I quickly escaped and I thought myself free, till my cruel companions they informed against me. I was quickly followed after and brought back with speed. In chains I was hung, heavy irons on me. Court-martial, they held against me, and the sentence they give me was 303. May the Lord have mercy on their souls for their sad cruelty, for now the King's Duty lies heavy on me. So again I escaped and I thought myself free, but my cruel sweetheart informed against me. I was quickly followed after and brought back with speed. In chains I was hung, heavy irons on me. Court-martial, I very soon got, and they quickly passed sentence that I should be shot. May the Lord have mercy on their souls for their sad cruelty, for now the King's Duty lies heavy on me. So if ever you're a-walking all along Radcliffe Highway, the recruiting party come and beating their drum, don't be listed and attested into the King's army, or else the King's Duty will lie heavy on thee.
You gentlemen of high renown, come listen unto me, that takes delight in fox hunting by every degree. A story here I'll tell to you concerning of a fox, near Royston hills and mountains high, and of a stony rocks. Bold rain will be in his hole, and hearing of these sounds, which made him for to prick his ears and tread upon the ground. Methinks me hear some jubilant hounds pressing upon me life, before that they to me shall come, I'll tread upon the ground. We hunted full 4 hours or more through parishes 16. We hunted full 4 hours or more, and came by Parkworth Green. Oh, if you'll only spare my life, I'll promise and fulfill to touch no more your feathered fowl, nor lambs in yonder fold. Bold Reynolds beaten out of breath and treading on these grounds, thinking he must give up his life before those jubal hounds. So here's adieu to ducks and geese, likewise young lambs also. They've got Bold Reynolds by the brush and will not let him go. The lady sits in her own front door, as straight as the willow wand, and by there come a lusty Smith with his hammer in his hand, and saying, "Bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty Smith will be your love, and he will lay your pride." Well, may it stand you, lady fair, all in your robes of red, but come tomorrow at the same time, I'll have your maidenhead, and saying, "Bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty Smith will be your love, and he will lay your pride." Away, away, you cold blacksmith, would you do me this wrong, to think to have me maidenhead that I have kept so long? I'd rather I was dead and cold, and me body laid in the grave, than a husky, dusky, cold blacksmith me maidenhead should have. And the lady, she held up her hand, and she swore upon her soul, saying that she'd not be the blacksmith's love for all of a box of gold. And the blacksmith, he held up his hand, and he swore upon the mass, saying, "I'll have you in me bid a young girl for the half of that or less a crying, bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty smith will be your love, and he will lay a bride. So she turned into a little dove, and she flew in the air, and he became an old cock pigeon, and they flew pair and pair a cooing, bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty smith will be your love, and he will lay a bride. Then she became a little hare, and she ran o'er the plain, and he became a greyhound dog, and he fetched her back again, and barking, bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty smith will be your love, and he will lay a bride. Then she turned into a little mare, as dark as the night was black, and he became a golden saddle, and he clung on to her back, a creaking, bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty smith will be your love, and he will lay a bride. Then she turned into a hot griddle, and he became a cake, and every move that poor girl made, the blacksmith was her mate, and sizzling, bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty smith will be your love, and he will lay a bride. Then she turned into a full-dressed ship, and she sailed on the sea, and he became a bold captain, and aboard of her went he a-hollering, bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty smith will be your love, and he will lay a bride. Then she became a mulberry tree, a all in the wood, and he became the morning dew, and he sprinkled her where she stood a-dripping, bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty smith will be your love, and he will lay a bride. Then she's run into her own bedroom, and she became a bed, and he became a green coverlet, and he gained her maidenhead, and rustling, bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty smith will be your love, and he will lay a bride. And was she woe, he held her so, and still he bade her bide, and the lusty smith became her love for all her mighty pride. Last time, bide, lady, bide, there's nowhere you can hide, for the lusty smith will be your love, and he will lay a bride. Thank you.
There were three kings come from the west, their victory to try, and they have taken a solemn oath John Barleycorn should die. Fall and dole and diddy-ay, fall and dole and diddy-ay, go on. They took a plough and they ploughed him in, piled clods all on his head, and they have taken a solemn oath John Barleycorn was dead. Fall and dole and diddy-ay, fall and dole and diddy-ay, go on. They've let him lie for a full fortnight, till dew on him did fall, and Barleycorn sprung up again, and that amazed them all. Fall and dole and diddy-ay, fall and dole and diddy-ay, go on. They've let him stand till midsummer day, till he looked both pale and wan, and Barleycorn he's grown a beard, and so become a man. Fall and dole and diddy-ay, fall and dole and diddy-ay, go on. Then they've sent men with scythes so sharp to cut him off at knee, and then poor Johnny Barleycorn they served him barbarously. Fall and dole and diddy-ay, fall and dole and diddy-ay, go on. Oh, corn is the choicest grain that ever was grown on land. It will do more than any grain by the turning of your hand. Fall the doll, the diddy-ay, fall the doll, the diddy-ay, go on. Well met, my friend, all on the highway riding, thou freely together here we stand. I pray now tell to me of what calling mayst thou be, and art thou not a serving man?
Oh no, my brother dear, what makes thee to inquire of any such thing from my hand? Indeed, I will not foreign, but I will tell you plain, I am a downright husbandman.
Indeed, I will not foreign, but I will tell you plain, I am a downright husbandman. Well, if an husbandman you be, will you walk along with me? Though freely together here we stand. For in a very short space I can take you to a place where you may be a serving man.
As to thy diligence I give thee many thanks, but naught do I require from thine hand. But I pray now to me show, wherefore that I may know the pleasures of a serving man.
But I pray now to be show, wherefore that I may know the pleasures of a serving man. Well, isn't it a nice thing to ride out with the king, with lords, dukes, or any such men? To hear the horns to blow and see the hounds all in a row, that's pleasures for a serving man.
But my pleasure's more than that, to see me oxen fat and a good stock of hay by them stand. With me ploughing and me sowing, me reaping and me mowing, that's pleasures for an husbandman.
With me ploughing and me sowing, me reaping and me mowing, that's pleasures for an husbandman. But then we do wear the finest of grandeur. My coat is trimmed with fur all around. Our shirt's as white as milk, and my stockings made of silk, that's clothing for a serving man.
As to thy grandeur, give I the coat I wear some bushes to ramble among. Give to me a good great coat, and in me purse a garrote, that's clothing for an husbandman.
Give to me a good great coat, and in my purse a garrote, that's clothing for an husbandman. But then we do eat the most delicate fine meat of goose and of capon and swan. Our pastries made so fine, we drink sugar in our wine, that's diet for a serving man.
As to thy ducks and capons, give I me beans and bacon, and a good drop of ale now and then. For in a farmer's house you will find both brawn and souse, that's a living for an husbandman.
For in a farmer's house you'll find both brawn and souse, that's living for an husbandman. Kind sir, I must confess, although it causes me distress, to grant to you the uppermost hand. Although it is most painful, it is altogether gainful, and I wish I'd been an husbandman.
So now, good people all, both be you great and small, honour the King of our land, and let us whatsoever to do our best endeavour for to maintain an husbandman.
And let us whatsoever to do our best endeavour for to maintain an husbandman.
As I was a-walking along a London street, a pretty little oyster girl I chanced upon to meet. I opened up her basket for to have a little peep and to see if she had any oysters. "Oh, oysters, oh, oysters, oh, oysters," cried she. "I have the finest oysters that ever you did see. I'll sell 'em to a penny, I'll give 'em to you free, 'cause I see you're a lover of your oysters." "Oh, landlord, oh, landlord, oh, landlord," I cried, "have you got a little room what's handy by your side? You see it's for the pretty little oyster girl and me, for I want to have a taste of her oysters." Well, we hadn't been upstairs but a quarter hour or more, when the pretty little oyster girl, she opened up the door. She picked all me pockets, down the stairs she tore, and she left me with a dose of the oysters. "Oh, landlord, oh, landlord, oh, landlord," I cried, "did you see that little oyster girl who was sleeping by me side? She's picked all me pockets." The landlord just replied, "Well, you shouldn't be so fond of your oysters."
Sportsmen arouse, the morning is clear, the larks are singing all in the air. Sportsmen arouse, the morning is clear, the larks are singing all in the air. Go tell your sweet lover,
The hounds are out.
go tell your sweet lover.
The hounds are out to
Saddle your horses, your saddles prepare, we'll away to some cover to seek for a hare. We search the woods, the groves all round, the trial been over, the game is found. We search the woods, the groves all round, the trial been over, the game is found. Then up she springs,
Through brake she fly.
then up she springs.
Through brake she fly.
Follow, follow the musical horn, sing follow, hark forward the innocent hare. The huntsman blows his joyful sound, tally-ho, me boys, all over the down. The huntsman blows his joyful sound, tally-ho, me boys, all over the down. From the woods to the valley,
See how she creeps.
from the woods to the valley.
See how she creeps.
Follow, follow the musical horn, sing follow, hark forward the innocent hare. All along the green turf she pants for breath, the huntsman he cries out for death. All along the green turf she pants for breath, the huntsman he cries out for death. Reload, reload,
Retiring hare.
reload, reload.
Retiring hare.
Follow, follow the musical horn, sing follow, hark forward the innocent hare. This hare has led us a noble run, success to sportsmen everyone. This hare has led us a noble run, success to sportsmen everyone. Such a chase she has led us,
4 hours or more.
such a chase she has led us.
4 hours or more.
Wine and beer we'll drink without fear, we'll drink a success to the innocent hare. As I walked out one May morning down by the riverside, there I beheld a bold fisherman come rowing by the tide. Come rowing by the tide. There I beheld a bold fisherman come rowing by the tide. Good morning to you, me bold fisherman. How come you fishing near? I come here a-fishing for your sweet sake. all on this river clear, all on this river clear. I come here a-fishing for your sweet sake, all on this river clear. He drew his boat unto the bank, and for her Maid is bent. He took her by the lily white hand, which was his full intent, which was his full intent. He took her by the lily white hand, which was his full intent. He took the cloak from off his back, and gently laid it down. There she beheld 3 chains of gold, hang dangling 3 times round, hang dangling 3 times round. There she beheld 3 chains of gold, hang dangling 3 times round. She fell down on her bended knee, for mercy she implored. In calling you a bold fisherman, when I fear you are some lord, when I fear you are some lord. In calling you a bold fisherman, when I fear you are some lord. Rise up, my fair young maid, from off your bended knee. There is not one word that you have said that has offended me, that has offended me. There is not one word that you have said that has offended me. He took her by the lily white hand, saying, married we shall be. Then you will have a bold fisherman to row you on the sea, to row you on the sea. Then you will have a bold fisherman to row you on the sea. I'm a young married man, and I'm near broken-hearted, for me wife she has left me and she's gone away. We had a misfortune and she and I parted. I'll tell you what happened to her the other day. Now women is weak, they should mind their possessions, and the more I think on it, mad me it do send. For she's run away with a German musician who goes around crying pianos to mend. Oh father, laddie, for all kinds of tunes and things he could play, and there's many a good tune played on an old fiddle, and it's to my wife that old German did say. Now it happened one morning, this German musician, well, he come through our streets crying pianos to mend, and my wife's piano been out of condition. Straightway the boy for that old German did send. So he come to the door and he knocked most politely, said he, ma'am, it's here that you're needing repairs. She looked him well over and seemed most delighted. All right, says my wife, will you please come upstairs? So she took him upstairs and showed him her piano, and with that old German seemed greatly amused. But when he had seen it, he said to my Hannah, I think, ma'am, your music's not very much used. But he touched it, he handled it over and under, both as sharp as a needle and light as a cork, with all kinds of tools, and he pulled it asunder, and he rattled away with his old tuning fork. Now, when I come home, my wife told me the story. She said that old German had been there all day, and he tried very hard for to mend her piano, but do what she might, wouldn't take any pay. Well, I thought that was strange when she told me the story, and I said that old German was ever so kind, but would you believe that that old German sausage before going away left his trademark behind? So I swore and I tore at me darling wife Hannah, with rage and with pain I'm sure no one can tell, and I told her to hook it and to take her piano, and likewise to take that old German as well. So it's come all you young men, pay heed to me story, 'cause all women wants is to handle your pelf, and if ever your wife's old piano wants tuning, just take my advice, boys, and tune it yourself. Time for three. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul? What wondrous love is this that caused the Lord of bliss to bear the dreadful curse for my soul, for my soul? To bear the dreadful curse for my soul. When I was sinking down, sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down, beneath God's righteous frown, Christ laid aside his crown for my soul, for my soul. Christ laid aside his crown for my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul? What wondrous love is this, oh my soul? What wondrous love is this that caused the Lord of bliss to bear the dreadful curse for my soul, for my soul? To bear the dreadful curse for my soul.
Thank you.
This ain't it, this ain't it, and it and all, fire and fleet and candle lit, and Christ receive thy soul. If thou from here away dost pass, and in it and all, to Winnie Moor thou comest at last, and Christ receive thy soul. If thou gavest ever hosen or shoon, eaten all. Then sit ye down and put them on, and Christ receive thy soul. But if hosen or shoon thou ne'er gavest name, and in eaten all, the willie will prick thee to thy bare bane, and Christ receive thy soul. If thou from there away dost pass, and in eaten all, to purgatory fire thou comest at last, and Christ receive thy soul. If thou gavest ever meat or drink, and in eaten all, the fire will never make thee shrink, and Christ receive thy soul. But if meat or drink thou gavest nane, and in eaten all, the fire will burn thee to thy bare bane, and Christ receive thy soul. If I had another penny, I would have another deal. I would make the piper play the bonny lass of Biker Hill. Biker Hill and walk ashore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and walk ashore, call your lads forevermore. The pitmen and the killmen dream, they drink bumble made from gin. Then to dance they do begin to the tune of Elsie Malley. Biker Hill and walk ashore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and walk ashore, call your lads forevermore. When first I went down to the dirt, I had no cowl nor no pit shirt. Now I've gotten 2 or 3 Walker pits done well by me. Biker Hill and walk ashore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and walk ashore, call your lads forevermore. Geordie Charlton, he had a pick, he hit it with a shovel and it danced a jig. All the way to walk ashore, to the tune of Elsie Malley. Biker Hill and walk ashore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and walk ashore, call your lads forevermore. Oh, come on, you sailors, and listen to me, Way, hey, blow the man down. I'll tell you a tale of them ships in the sea, so give me some time to blow the man down. And it's blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down to me. Way, hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back to Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down. Oh, it's on a black baller, serve me time to me. Way, hey, blow the man down.
wasted in me prime. Oh!
Give me some time to blow the man down.
And it's blow the man down,
Boys, blow the man down.
From me
Way,
Hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back to Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down.
Now and when a black baller is put into sea to me
Hey, blow the man down.
you'd piss yourselves laughing at the sights you would see. So
Give me some time to blow the man down.
and it's
Blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down. Way, hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back to Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down.
all the soldiers and Yankees and Dutchmen and all to me
Hey, blow the man down.
as ships for prime seamen aboard the Black Ball. So
Give me some time to blow the man down.
and it's
Blow the man down, bullies, blow the man
to
down.
me
Hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back to Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down.
and it's a larboard and starboard on the decks you will fall to me
Hey, blow the man down.
for kicking Jack Williams commands the Black Ball.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
And it's
Blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down.
to me
Hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back to Liverpool town.
boys.
Give me some time to blow the man down. They call me Hanging Johnny. Away, boys, away. I never hanged nobody. So hang, boys, hang. Now they says I hanged me granny. Away, boys, away. I hanged her
Everybody.
up so canny. So hang, boys, hang. Now they says I hanged me Sally. Away, boys, away. And then I hanged me family. So hang, boys, hang. Now they says I hanged me mother. Away, boys, away, me sister and me brother. So hang, boys, hang. Now I'd hang a rotten liar. Away, boys, away, I'd hang a bloody friar. So hang, boys, hang. Now they says I hangs for money. Away, boys, away, that hanging is so funny. So hang, boys, hang. Now we'll hold and we'll hang together. Away, boys, away, we'll all for better weather. So hang, boys, hang.
To me
Way, high and we'll pay Paddy Doyle for his boots.
to me
Way,
high and
and we will drink whiskey and gin.
to me
Way, high and and we will shave under the chin.